Hello and welcome to Matt's Retro Roundup, where I take a look at the games I was playing when I was younger that really got me interested in being a gamer. So this is Phoenix from the Atari 2600. Now, the Atari 2600 was very good at shoot-em-ups. Shoot-em-ups were very popular, especially after the invention of Space Invaders, which was famous for being the first shoot 'em up where the enemies would actually start to fire back at you. Then we moved on to other clones and variations, Namco producing a lot of them, but their big initial appearance on the market was marked with Galaxian, where the enemies wouldn't just sit in rows and slowly crawl down the screen. They would start to dive bomb you in formation. So you had to be very, very quick on the joystick and very strategic about where you were sitting in order to kill them. And out of Galaxian, we had this game. This is Phoenix, and Phoenix was really good. Again, the format was, if you wanted to have a winning game, you had to have different waves of enemies. There had to be clear variation, and there had to be something about each wave that just made them interesting. One of the very first games as well to have what you would call an end of level boss, which is what we have here, this little alien in a spaceship. It really was a very fantastic game visually, lots of bright colours, very simple shapes, and again, it, like so many of the games at the time, was an arcade conversion. Now, the arcade conversion was not bad really. You have to say, again, with the limited memory you have to make a game on a cartridge for the Atari 2600. They've done really well. The colours are good, the audio is faithful to the arcade game, and it is a lot of fun to play. The arcade game is one of my favourite shoot-em-ups of its type. The background had a shifting star field. Your craft weirdly seemed to have car tyres, and every time you exploded the car tyres would go bouncing off. Also, as you just saw, this had another innovative feature. It had a shield that you could deploy every so often to protect you against enemy missiles, and also it helped to blow up certain enemies if they got too close. So the first couple of rounds were very reminiscent of Galaxian. You just had the creatures dropping out of the sky, attacking you in formation while the others crawled left and right. Then you moved on to the actual phoenixes in the game. Again, two stages of those, flying left and right, and what made them really challenging was, in order to kill them, you had to score a direct hit in the centre of the creature. If you hit the wing would disappear. If you made both wings disappear, but then didn't go on to kill the creature, the wings would regenerate and the creature would be back at full size to fly down and make your life a misery. Again, graphically this is very close to the arcade in terms of effects. When you hit the Phoenix in the middle, the way it splits apart. After this level on the Atari, we move back to the end of level boss, the little alien sitting in his spaceship. The arcade version actually had Galaxian type aliens as well to dive bomb you. This version you just had a spaceship. But I say unique because it was really the first time we had an end of level boss. You really tried to work hard to get to this, and the tactic was generally destroy the red bit underneath the alien, then quickly shift out to the side like I've done here, get rid of as much as the blue as you could, and then get back to the middle, drop your shield, and fire through the gap that was left. I've made a bit of a meal of that, but never mind. And then you go back to square one. The aliens are a little bit faster, they're a bit more aggressive, and you keep going. So it was a very, very simple game. You only had a few waves before you went back to the beginning, but the fact that the action was so fast, there's so many things to avoid. The Phoenix levels, these ones, the blue and the red Phoenix, really pretty to look at. So the programmers have done an excellent job here with recreating as faithfully as I think anybody was going to get, given the hardware restrictions, the look, but above all the feel of the highly successful arcade game. See, some of them are quite low down and they just will shoot you at the bottom of the screen, so you have to be very quick on the reflexes. So Phoenix, fantastic game. Back to the end level boss. Trying to keep out of trouble. Thanks for watching. See you next time.